Disclaimer. This is about to get romantic as F, so anyone adverse to gratuitous feelings, kindly click over to the BuzzFeed quiz.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 rom-coms of the 2010s.
We've been dating for over a year now, and I think it's about time people met my beautiful girlfriend. Come on.
I don't get it. I don't get it how 1 minute we can be in love, and the next minute we're less than strangers.
What, you're asking me?
I'm always gonna love you.
I'm always gonna love you too.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best romantic comedies that were released between 2010 and 2019. Since some plot points will be discussed, a mild spoiler alert is in effect. Which of these rom-coms makes your heart sing? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Originally a book by Jenny Han, this film resurrected the teen rom-com. With leads like Lana Condor and Noah Centineo, it's not hard to see why. When Lara Jean's old love letters are sent out without her knowledge, she's mortified.
Are you okay?
What happened?
You fainted.
Okay.
One of the recipients is popular jock Peter Kavinsky, which makes things pretty interesting. Despite their differences, the two pretend to date in an effort to make Peter's ex jealous and convince another letter recipient who's dating Lara Jean's sister that Lara Jean's not interested.
So, first things first, we need to have a contract so we're on the same page about the rules.
Guy rules? Come on, you really know how to zap the fun out of a situation.
Well, it's important to know where you stand on certain issues.
Naturally, though, they fall for each other instead. This heartwarming movie has great style, honest portrayals of family and loss, and a swoon-worthy love story. There are also 2 more films in this series. What more could you possibly ask for?
There's no one like you, Cody.
Number 9, Set It Up. How are you supposed to have a social life when your boss is a workaholic? It's a struggle Harper and Charlie know far too well. Together, they scheme to get their respective employers, Kirsten and Rick, to fall for each other.
Think about it. We Cyrano them out of the office, and then when they're boning, we're free.
Of course, the real love story is a different one altogether. If you're a rom-com aficionado, we're betting you can guess what happens next. Set It Up has plenty of heart, humour and romance.
You talk way too fast, and you are way too nice to everyone, except me, apparently. And yet, you are a terrible dancer.
That's not how it works.
Add in the engaging characters and comforting familiarity of the plot, and it's a winning formula. This uplifting love story is sure to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
You are unbelievably bad at beer pong.
You're a sore winner, and you use too many exclamation points.
And yet?
Number 8, The Incredible Jessica James. A lot of romantic comedies focus on how exciting and fun new love can be. And while that's certainly true, we don't often explore the other side of the coin.
I don't know, Tasha thought this would be good for me to help me get over this guy I thought I was in love with, but to be honest, this whole thing is making me think of him more intensely.
Oh yeah? How so?
I'm just really reminded of how much of him you're not.
What happens when a relationship you care about comes to an end? The Incredible Jessica James tackles that question in a contemporary way. The film immediately grabs your attention as Jessica navigates an awkward Tinder date with brutal honesty.
I'm gonna stop you right there because I'm not loving the whole vibe of this interaction so far, and I would literally rather have my period for 1,000 years nonstop than continue this portion of the conversation.
Then Boone's introduction makes things even more exciting. But the movie is about more than just romance. Jessica is also figuring out her playwriting career while helping kids find their voices in the theatre. This modern rom-com is layered with something for everyone to enjoy.
You're a very complicated person.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, don't. You never need to apologize for that.
Number 7, Always Be My Maybe. Two childhood friends who were meant to be together cut ties after a fight of epic proportions. It's a tale as old as time, and it's also the story of Randall Park's Marcus and Ali Wong's Sasha. After reconnecting as adults, they realize their feelings for one another are as strong as ever. But is love enough to create a lasting partnership?
I've loved you since we were kids. And I don't need you to live my life, but I need you to understand that this is my life.
Always Be My Maybe is paced flawlessly and explores a classic trope with fresh eyes. It's not just a love story, it's also a touching tale of grief and growth.
You know, I thought if I gave you space, someday you'd be able to let go and move on. You just sat there and let the world pass you by. Kills me seeing you like this, because I know it would have broken your mother's heart.
And while the laughs are abundant, partially thanks to Keanu Reeves' epic presence, you might want to keep a box of tissues handy too.
Sasha Tran, can I hold your purse for you?
That was the bad version?
It was good. You liked
I
it?
loved it.
Kiss already!
Number 6, Silver Linings Playbook. This movie, featuring Bradley Cooper as Pat and Jennifer Lawrence as Tiffany, is anything but cookie cutter. It tackles complex issues of mental health and mourning, while simultaneously developing a love story.
It's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna be amazing, and she's gonna be amazing, and you're not gonna be that guy that's gonna take advantage of a situation without offering to do something back. So think about the dance fight.
What starts off as a quid pro quo between Pat and Tiffany rapidly grows into something deeper. As the film progresses, their relationship with themselves, their surroundings, and one another evolves in a thoughtful manner.
Well, don't get wobbly on me.
I'm not.
Okay, we have a dance to do. We have a parlay. You gotta stay focused.
Much like the novel it's based on, Silver Linings Playbook is not interested in stereotypes. Instead, it seeks to dismantle them in an effort to create something more authentic. That's precisely why it will hook you from beginning to end.
You love me?
Yeah, I do.
Number 5, La La Land. There is a reason La La Land made waves upon its 2016 release. It's a beautiful ode to dreamers and artists like Sebastian and Mia everywhere.
When you get this, you gotta give it everything you got. Everything. It's your dream.
As they struggle to make it in Hollywood and to be together, we can't help but root for them. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling's unparalleled connection, romantic singing and dancing, and stunning visuals come together to create a charming masterpiece. This movie might not provide a traditional fairy tale ending, but it still feels real and joyful. And it's pretty hard not to feel inspired after watching it. La La Land proves just how important the journey is in life and can convince even the biggest skeptics to follow their dreams.
So bring on the rebels, the ripples from pebbles, the painters and poets and plays.
Number 4, Love, Simon.
Simon Spear is a typical teenage boy with a typical teenage life.
He's also gay, but hasn't told his friends and family just yet. When he strikes up an anonymous online relationship with Blue, his life changes forever as he falls in love.
But it would all be so much better if I had someone to share it with. So Blue, I might not know your name or what you look like, but I know who you are.
Things definitely get complicated, but it wouldn't be a good teen rom-com if they didn't. At its core, Love, Simon is about a kid coming into himself.
You get to be more you than you have been in a very long time. You deserve everything you want.
Inspired by Becky Albertalli's 2015 novel, this film adaptation wonderfully infuses a timeless tale with important subject matter. It's an enthralling story of friendship, family, love, and joy, told from a perspective we definitely don't see often enough.
Are you disappointed that it's me?
No.
Number 3, Crazy Stupid Love. Since its release a decade ago, Crazy Stupid Love has cemented itself as a classic romantic comedy, and it's easy to understand why.
I find you very attractive. Do you find me attractive?
She does.
I don't.
You do. She does.
Yes, she does.
I don't.
It explores what love looks like at different stages of life and how it can evolve throughout the course of a relationship. Plus, the way the characters' lives all connect with one another is a thing of beauty. That reveal never gets old.
What are you doing with the daughter that's grown up?
I was 17. That's why we had to get married so young.
That is something you should have told me.
You never wanted me to talk about my children.
I'm gonna go watch TV now.
Yeah, that's fine, honey. Why don't you go do that?
Yeah, can I come?
No.
You guys like really know each other then. Oh, screw it. This is ridiculous.
The storylines are engaging individually, but they are also seamlessly woven together. And as if that wasn't enough, the cast is also stacked with powerhouses like Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, and Steve Carell. Needless to say, it's a good time.
Miniature golf and dancing. You were such a great dancer.
I had to be. You're such a good miniature golfer.
Number 2, Crazy Rich Asians.
So your family is like rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
Rachel Chu gets more than she bargained for when she meets her boyfriend Nick's wealthy family in Singapore. To say their relationship is tested is an understatement. Crazy Rich Asians does its namesake novel justice. It has a cast full of stars like Henry Golding and Constance Wu, an engaging script, and amazing fashion. Plus, it provides sorely lacking Asian representation.
Damn, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor.
In doing so, the film explores the complexities surrounding class, culture, family, and relationships. And what's more, it examines what happens at the intersection of all those things.
There's no winning. You made sure of that. Because if Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
All of this is done with plenty of wit, romance, and emotion. You can't help but feel every feeling as some love stories unfold and others unravel. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Easy A. Emma Stone brought the Scarlet Letter to life in a modern way.
Isn't that always the way? The books you read in class always seem to have some strong connection with whatever angsty adolescent drama is going on.
The Best Man Holiday. This sequel made it feel like no time had passed.
Ah, the latest Harper Stewart masterpiece. So when's the debut?
In due time, in due time.
Obvious Child, an honest portrayal of life and relationships.
Why? You don't owe him anything. You don't even know this guy.
Maybe he just deserves to know that, like, this happened, that I'm not a psycho, and I'm going to get an abortion.
You know, if I got someone pregnant, I would want to know.
About Time, a tale of love, family, and time travel.
Bye, Mary.
Bye.
Oh, no.
How'd it go?
No, very poor.
Very poor?
Very poor indeed, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go again.
Yeah.
Do it.
Take 2.
Trainwreck. Amy Schumer and Bill Hader never disappoint.
I like smaller teams, like not the big leagues. I like the Long Island mediums. The acorn pine cones.
I haven't heard
The
of them.
Fire Island Penguins. I like the Cincinnati Thunder Wizards.
You can stop.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Big Sick. This movie is based on Kumail Nanjiani and Emily V. Gordon's actual love story.
So if I yelled out like, "You're amazing in bed," that'd be a heckle?
Yeah, it would be an accurate heckle.
Though it is somewhat fictionalized, the real-life husband and wife wrote the film together, so the final result is a true testament to their relationship. The Big Sick represents the immigrant experience with honesty instead of stereotypes. It also paints a nuanced picture of love in the context of cultural traditions, illness, and family dynamics.
You know what we call arranged marriage in Pakistan, Emily? Marriage, okay? We just call it marriage. There's another type of marriage, it's called love marriage, and that's bad. My cousin Rehan married an Irish woman, and he was kicked out of the family. Nobody is allowed to talk to him.
This film makes us feel like we're watching real lives unfold, as opposed to a perfectly crafted fantasy. That's because it mirrors people's experiences with the same humour, intensity, and emotion they live them with. In other words, The Big Sick feels real because it is.
Here to see someone?
And have you seen him or her? I mean, I don't know what your deal is, but
Yeah, I've seen him.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.